Greetings and salutations, Greek students. We continue our study of Clayton Croy's Primary Biblical Greek in Lesson 6 by looking at some of the practice and review examples. So I've highlighted a few for us to pay attention to. First, I want to begin with number 4 in the practice and review. Reading in Greek, hoi agathoi prophetai gnoskousi tein aletheon peri tes zoes kai to thanatu. So right away, we have recognition of our nominative plurals, right? So our noun, nominative, plural, and notice we have this masculine definite article on this masculine prophetes. Even though prophetes is from the first declension, it's one of those masculine first declension nouns. So hoi agathoi prophetai, the good prophets, plural. Gnoskousi, they know, so our verb, third person, plural, present, active, indicative. The good prophets know, and they are the subject of gnoskousi because the nominative hoi agathoi prophetai tells me this is the subject of my verb. The good prophets know. What do they know? I'm looking for my direct object, so I'm looking for the what case? Nominative, genitive, dative, or accusative? That's right, I'm looking for the accusative, tein aletheon. They know the truth. Which truth? The truth peri tes zoes kai to thanatu. The truth peri is one of my new prepositions, followed by the genitive tes zoes to thanatu. And so when I have peri followed by the genitive, I might pick up my book just to double check for myself. Peri followed by the genitive is going to be about, concerning. They know the truth about. Now I could say the truth about the life and the death, but I think because these are abstract ideas, we'll say the truth about life and death. Period. So the good prophets know the truth about life and death. The bad prophets, they don't know that stuff, but the good prophets, they do. Let's do another example. Example sentence number 7. Propheta ekes kalus lagus apa theu kai blepes ten doxon tes basileas. Couple of things to note right away. First, propheta. This is actually a vocative. Now, I argue that it's not really worth a lot of time for a first-year Greek student to spend on the vocative because, one, you don't see that many in the Greek New Testament itself, and two, when you do see them, it's pretty clear that you're looking at something different and you can figure out what's going on. So this is the direct address, prophete, in the vocative singular. Prophet, so it's like when I tell my son, take out the garbage. I'm addressing my son, right? Or student, have you done your homework? I'm speaking to the student. So it's a direct address. That's the vocative. So prophet, ekes kalus lagus ap theu kai blepes, tein doxon tes basileas. So I have this kai, which divides me into two separate clauses. And notice in ekes kalus lagus apa theu, I don't have a nominative noun. There just isn't one to be found. But no worries, I have a case, my verb here is a second person singular, present active indicative. So this is from the verb echo, I have, and I can remind myself, o, ace, a, amen, ete, usi, and so I know, sometimes usin, I know that this is my second person singular, you, you, not y'all, but you, just you have, and this, who is the you? It's the prophet being addressed. Prophet, you have kalus lagus. Lagus is words. Kalus, these are all accusative, plural. This is a noun, lagus, and the adjective, attributing kalus, or good, or beautiful. Kalus can mean good, it can mean beautiful. We'll say good words. Apatheu, from God. This is a preposition, apa, from, followed by the genitive, from God. And blepes, you see. What do you see? Accusative, singular, feminine. Doxon, noun. The glory of the basileas, kingdom. Now, you might be getting to the end and realize, what do I have here that I didn't notice at first? Question mark. So we have to rephrase this. Prophet, do you have good words, because it's plural, good words from God, and do you see the glory of the kingdom? Question. Glory of the kingdom. So this is a good example of making sure that we pay attention to the very end to know we're looking at a question. Also to be paying attention for all the different cases that we see in both the first and second clauses of this sentence, the ekes kalus lagus apatheu and the blepes tein doxan tes basileas. Neither of those clauses has a nominative noun. It's from the vocative, prophet. It's addressing the prophet. And then the second person singular, you have. So we don't see a nominative noun, but we do have these pile up of accusatives, accusative nouns, and prepositional phrases. Which good words are we talking about? The good words that are apatheu, from God. The glory, what glory are we talking about? The glory, tes basileas, of the kingdom. One more example, sentence number 10. Hoi peri ton prophetein anthropoi menusi meta ton matheton. Now, notice right away we have our nominative, plural, definite article. Nominative, plural, masculine, definite article. So we were looking for a nominative, plural, masculine noun. And we don't see it until anthropoi. And your tendency is going to be like, I don't see my noun, it must not be there. You can do this in Greek where you separate the definite article from the noun by several words or even an entire phrase, because the way you identify the definite article of a noun is by matching it in case, number, and gender. So you have to look for that nominative, plural, masculine. So the subject of our sentence is hoi anthropoi, the humans or the persons. Which humans, which persons are we talking about? The humans peri ton propheton. Peri is one of our prepositions, followed by the accusative, in this case, around. So the humans or the persons around the prophet, menusi, from our verb meno, to remain, or abide. This is a word that's in John 15 when Jesus is teaching about the vine and the branches, and he talks about, if you remain in me and I in you, you can thrive, but without me you can do nothing. This abiding, this remaining. So staying put. The humans around the prophet, third person, plural, present, active, indicative. The humans around the prophet are to around the prophet remain meta plus the genitive. Meta plus the accusative is after Meta plus the genitive is with. Tone, matheton, the disciples. So we would translate this whole sentence. The humans or the people, the persons around the prophet remain with the disciples. Couple of things to note. Prophetain, prophet, is singular, right? So it's just one prophet, but it's plural disciples. So you have to make sure you're paying attention to these cases, not just what function they serve in relation to the prepositions, but are they singular or are they plural? So these are some examples of translating sentences that have those prepositions as well as the adjectives. And notice, by the way, prophetain, this is a masculine singular noun. So even though it's masculine, hoi cannot match prophetain because hoi is masculine plural and ton prophetain is masculine singular accusative. So you have to really be paying attention to what case am I looking at, both in my definite article as well as the nouns themselves.